Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the RSC EU B stream today. Besides, next to me is Merit, and I myself am Banana Peels, and today we are going to show you another series or another bunch of series of playoff games in the Challenger series. But first off, Merit, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. We get to crown another RSC11 champion. Yesterday we crowned Limousine, and today we're going to add to that. And first up, it's two teams that are very, very high up in the standings and definitely contenders to take the championship. We've got Serene Yamato taking on Oracles. It's Visionary and Serene franchises. And Visionary coming in as a new franchise this season, and they've already got off to a very good start to life in RSC.
Yes, they have. They are in the upper bracket in Challenger tier. And for people that are watching that maybe don't know about this, the upper bracket means that you have two lives. So if you lose this series, it's not the end of the world. You have another chance, but it will be your last chance at that victory in the Challenger tier. Serene Yamato, maybe that's the biggest thing here. They have had not to play a single game before. They were first seeded in their conference over 9 weeks of league play. They ended up first, and they have been in the upper bracket for any games. They have not played yet, so they are playing their first series out here. Is there anything that you specifically noticed or want to mention here, Merit?
Like you said, Serene Yamato first seed out of Glaciers and Oracles also coming out of Glaciers. So these teams actually have a history. They played each other twice already this season. So maybe that'll play into how they play and their strategy and something like that. And looking at the team stats, you see Oracles, the main thing that stands out to me is their demo stats. Nearly 100 more demos overall from Oracles than Serene Yamato. So they're definitely something to watch out for there. Yamato also outscoring Oracles 201 goals to 198, and Serene Yamato 5 wins clear over Oracles in League Play.
Yes, that is indeed correct. We are quickly seeing the playoff bracket over here. So what you will see over here is everything up until the grand finals right here. Top left is where you see the current series that we are playing, Serene Yamato and Oracle. And you see basically two series victories will have you in grand finals. It's the quickest way to get to grand finals, the quickest way to do your trophy. 3 series victories is all that you need, so that is what these teams are playing for in the meantime. While we are waiting for all the players to get in the lobby and to get ready at this moment, let's have a look over there in the lobby as well if everybody is ready. Is there anything that we still have to show as well?
I don't think so. I think we're all good to get started in this upper bracket matchup. And if you want to see how the other upper bracket match will go, heading over to the mainstream for Fever taking on Apprentices, because the winner of that plays the winner of this in about 2 hours' time on the mainstream. But we're about to get underway here. Game 1 underway between Oracles and Serene Yamato, and it could be a very early kickoff goal, but Mauve will get back to it and just sending it away downfield toe. Taking this time, but the backflip could have been very damaging to their start, but instead the shot will be high in that one as well, and then double commit. But the thing that's important there is that the ball is away, and now they can put some pressure on. Ziz getting a 50 out of that there. Now here's Mauve, double commit from Serene, nobody didn't hit the ball. Another double commit. It's a very, very nervy start, but it's not going to matter as Toe will get the first goal of the game.
Indeed, the first goal of the game, half a minute into the game, and that's a very good start for the Oracle side as well. Fat Fish Tank was just caught out a little bit too far from the back post, and he had to backflip, and that's never what you want to see. Small tip that we're giving out here, always be on the back post. But Oracles take that first lead into the game, and they're now on the defense again. But they are doing demos. That's something that I like. That's something that will make the opponent a little bit awkward here, is make that demos, use those demos to get in offense as well. But Oracles is playing very well at the moment right here. They are showing a lot of pressure. They're trying to get the goals on, trying to get the demos, and it seems to be working for now.
They have the lead after the first minute, but they've not. Yamato have not made it easy for Oracles. This to be an equaliser. Mauve will find a rebound into a seemingly open net. It's a very, very awkward situation there for Oracles. Hunter Salmon, no boost in net. And Toti just committed for the wrong thing and it left him out of place. And Mauve will be able to capitalise and get the equalizer for Serene Yamato. They're off the mark in this series. It's 1-1 with a minute played, and Serene Yamato straight down that orange half again, and Mauve eating up those 50s. It's going to find its way to Quarentra. My apologies there, and the Oracles do get away, but not for much longer. Mauve's been everywhere so far for Serene Yamato, and he's got a goal to show for it so far. Ziz, it's a bit of a poor clear, but Fat Fish Tank can't find the shot on net, and Mauve sent back in the corner, trying to keep the pressure on. It's his first 90 seconds come and gone. It's currently 1-1.
It was currently 1-1, it was almost 2-1 over there with a great shot that came out from the Oracle side, if I'm correct here. They're keeping on the real pressure at the moment, and that's maybe a bad touch by Mauve, and that is a bad touch indeed, and it leaves Hunter Sam open for the second goal and put Oracles up. If I'm correct as well, Hunter Sam is the GM of Visionary and the Oracles team, so putting his team on his back and making sure that they will proceed in this series over here. 2-1 up, 3 minutes to be played, and a lot of pressure from both sides, a lot of demos, a lot of plays, and here and there a small whiff. Now Fat Fish Tank, what an incredible name as well in the meantime. It was on the ball, tried to go for a double, but he unfortunately didn't have that. Mauve no on the ball, touches it mid, and he gives the possession away to the Oracle side. Hunter Sam yeets it against the backboard, it gets yeeted again and against backboard, and Hunter Sam is there and he scores another goal. Hunter Sam really carrying this team. It is a great use of the backboard. Just make sure that they are awkward in defense, make punting it on the backboard, and Hunter Sam is now there to pick up the pieces and score that third goal. And 3-1, almost half a game gone. Do you see the Yamato team coming back from this?
They haven't played bad offensively, but the defense Marcos has stood tall for the majority of this game. It's just simple rotational errors and mistakes on the goal line from Serene Yamato that sees them go behind in this one. Good bump there from Fat Fish Tank. Mauve seemingly open shot, but Ziz gets back to him, keeps the deficit for Serene Yamato at 2. Now Fat Fish Tank to build up, goes to the skies. Ziz loses that 50, just approaches it a bit too high on that one, but still retains possession. Toll trying to go all the way, gets the final pass. Hunter Sam will complete the hat-trick, and a hat-trick of assist for Toll as well. This game could be dead in the water for Serene Yamato.
Yes, indeed, and that may be the smartest play that Fat Fish Tank has done over there. In the meantime, it's also the stupidest play, because I think if he didn't touch that player, he would actually save his own pass. So that is something that came out, but he went for the demo, he tried to get the player out of the way, and unfortunately couldn't get the save in the meantime, so that's something that happened. And it is now 3 goals difference, 2 minutes left. If Yamato is wanting to make the comeback, this is the time where we start. This is the comeback that you will require over here. Now it's Quarentra. I'll just call him Ricardo Quaresma, mate, with a great passing ability over here. He almost gets that pass in as well with Fat Fish Tank, but unfortunately not. I know it's the Oracle side on the offense again. Toe is there to 50 at Quarentra, now puts it up into the corner. He takes a little bit of control. They're also all looking at each other as well. The communication is maybe not there. Maybe the first game jitters that are happening as well. But now on offense again for them, and maybe this is one. Oh, Fat Fish Tank pushes it. Oh, yes, that is one. Quaresma scores the goal over here, and that is a 2-4. A minute and a half left. This is the start where they will come back, and we will see OT in game 1. I'm calling it here right now.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a lifeline here for Serene Yamato. Just doesn't get the touch he wants and just flies straight into that car of Quarentra's, that Fennec there that we see in the skies once again. But Ziz will make no hash of that clearance. Fat Fish Tank puts back in the middle. Ziz there once again. Now Hunter Sam winning the charge downfield. Quarentra can't get to that one, but he does get the 50. Still in the blue half, Ziz trying to add a goal to match his teammates. He's only without a goal so far in this game for Oracles, and needs to add one to make sure that people don't call him carried in this roster. But as a 3-man team, everyone does the same, even if the stats are different. Got a minute left. Serene Yamato chasing 2 goals, but Oracles not letting up just yet. Ziz sends it to the backboard. No one's there, but Mauve does get a clear, but it's a pretty risky one. Poe does misread it, and maybe Serene Yamato let off a little bit there.
Yes, maybe they were let off a little bit, but over here now they're on offense again for Yamato. and Fat Fish Tank is there. Is he gonna pass mid? No, he kind of fakes the touch. I don't know if that was meant or not, but it really worked out. Fortunately, nobody there to end it up. No, Move is there, and he does score the goal. And maybe Oracles are starting to feel it now. Alright, we have a little thing that is going on over here. We was 1-4 up, I think. Now we got 2-4. Now it's 3-4. Now there's 20 seconds left as well on the goal. And 20 seconds left, 1 goal. If you get a bad kickoff right here, it's 4-4, then you're going into OT. So let's see what's going on. But Oracles is now here with Toe as well. Toe puts it on the backboard. Move is there. Karentra is on the ball. He doesn't actually touch it, and Hunter Sam is just going to take as much time as he can off the ball over here. He's going to try, and he's rotating back with Toe on here. 1 second to go. Ziz actually puts it up. Is he going to... No. Oh, they keep it up. Maybe there's a chance. Hunter Sam is up. Hunter Sam puts it in the corner. 30 boosts left in mid. And no, the ball finally drops. And that is what happens. And we can see that Oracles take game 1 over here with a hat-trick by Hunter Sam and a hat-trick in assists by Toe. And a great team play by Ziz as well. Quick check. Merritt, are you still here?
It's just my camera just decided to disconnect, so the pretty unfortunate situation there. I'll try all I can to get back in, but there's no guarantees because my Wi-Fi can be pretty shaky at times. But back to the matter at hand, Oracles take game 1 over Serene Yamato, and it was pretty close in the end. But with about 2 minutes left, it was 4-1, and the game looked dead and done. But Yamato, they started to fight back through Move and Corentra. They grabbed 3 goals and made it a pretty close call for Oracles. And, you know, Yamato, they are first seed out of the Glaciers Conference, so you can't count them out, even if they go 1 game, 2 games down.
Yes, indeed. And maybe that is a little bit of the thing that I told everyone before, is that we've seen people on their first series. It's a little bit of a jitters. It's new to some people. Some people haven't played in a league before. Some people haven't done this before, and they're just, all right, oh, we're on stream. Everybody's watching, but just calm down, take a rest. Everybody's back in the game. We're playing our own game, and nothing is going wrong. Players are loading up as well, and maybe we will see a comeback from the Yamato side here as well at this point. But we will have to see. Any predictions on your side over there, Merritt?
Certainly going to be a very close series. I could see even go all the way to 5 to start things off on Championship Sunday for the Challenger tier. Certainly be a very good start from a viewer standpoint. But I think Oracles so far just have the edge. They've been playing well as a team. Hunter Sam with a hat-trick in the last one. He's looking on top form. If he can keep it up, then I see no reason why Oracles can't take this series. Fat Fish Tank trying to start Yamato off well. Move with the rebound, not quite there. And see a little double commit from Oracles. We've seen that quite a few times in game number 1. If they manage to, you get a little bit more on the same page, then this will be a lot more of a tricky task for Yamato. But like I said, never count them out. They're first seed for a reason. They're definitely going to come here to play in game number 2.
Yeah, they will definitely come into game to play, and you're seeing it right here, is that they're putting up a lot of pressure on that side, but unfortunately they don't get any goals out of it. Maybe that was a little bit lucky by Fat Fish Tank, but it works out. Karentra now in the ball. Is he going to take control? Nope, Hunter Sam is there, but he doesn't get the greatest touch. No, Toe is there. Move takes really good control, and that's a big demo by Karentra. Unfortunately, the ball goes in the wrong direction though, but that demo took actually one player of the Oracle side, yes, indeed, of the Oracle side out of play. But they are keeping pressure, and that's something that Oracles is doing really well, is that they, even though they're getting demoed, even though things are happening, they are keeping the pressure on the other side and not letting Serene get any free balls or free offensively plays that are happening over here. And we are seeing a shot by Toe. It just goes above the backboard, and we've seen 2 minutes. We've seen 0 goals despite the first game, but we've seen a lot of pressure from both sides, Merritt.
A lot of ping pong back and forth action. It's certainly something you like to see. Although the deadlock has not been broken, it's definitely come close a couple of times. Pass up from Ziz, finds Toe. He's been the magic man in the air so far for Oracles. He's just trying to play that same role over and over again. That shot on net from Hunter Sam after in the last game, but he can't get off the mark in this one just yet. Toe just going to tap it down and get it clear. It's pretty risky. Fat Fish Tank comes across, but the 50 is all that he can muster up, and that one's going to fly over to net. Mauve making no mistakes on that one. Fatfish Tank once again sending it downfield. Toe just taking a small touch, but the 50 already coming through. Ziz will be the one to try and take it away. We've had half the game so far. Yamato inching ever closer to breaking deadlock, but they need to reduce some shots that are more threatening than that, and this could be it. Toe making another stop. This is definitely a lot closer than game number 1. Or at least the start of game number 1. It's definitely got a lot closer towards the end. Toe nearly goes all the way with that one. But still goalless. We're into the last 2 minutes now. This one's going to come down to the wire.
Yes, it will go down to the wire. Maybe this was the opportunity to go for an offense over here, but it just unfortunately didn't happen, and it's the Oracle side again that are trying to put the pressure on over here now. They keep the pressure on. There's a big clear by Hunter Sam. Mauve takes control. He's gonna take it past one. He tries, but he's on 0 boost. No 0 boost for Carentro as well. Some boost stealing going on. Though also demos Fat Fish Tank, so that's one way, like, alright, the ball is clear, but we still have control of the ball. He takes it over one, does Toe have an open goal? No, he doesn't. He tries to flick it past Fat Fish Tank, but Fat Fish Tank is just too fat, so he doesn't get it past. This is no on the ball, this on the backboard, doesn't unfortunately get it mid. Toe is no there. Is he gonna get another touch? And it was almost in. Nobody is there to follow up, and we have a minute to go, and it is really a back and forth game on the Serene side now on offense, but unfortunately lose the offense again. Ziz no there, and Ziz is really showing up. He's being a nuisance in the defensive of Serene, and he's just being awkward for them, but it really works out. No Coentra on one, flicks it past 2. Oh my god, that is a goal to make it 1-0 up, 50 seconds left. Flick it past one, see you later. Oh, Hunter Sam, you're gonna challenge as well. See you later, mate. That is 2 guys flicked, and that is a goal up for Serene Yamato. And they take another lead in this game now. It's 50 seconds left. That must be a mental breaker for Oracles.
What a way to break the deadlock there. A brilliant solo play, and the flick to finish it was just sublime. But Oracles, they're not out of it yet. They still have time. But they need to start by getting everyone half and not letting shots like that go in net. Luckily it is clear, but they still can't break out if they're on half. Coentra puts into the middle. Fat Fish Tank forces the double commit, but the ball still isn't in the net, and that's all that matters in Oracle's minds. But they just can't break out. This is exactly what Serene want. Toe just trying to inch it away from their net, but they just can't catch a break. Coentra puts it back into the middle. Fat Fish Tank's up first, but the shot is wide. Now Toe trying to slow things down. He gets it past one. Coentra sending it to the side. Toe trying to go again, but this game might be over. Ziz keeps up for now. Boomed all the way back over from Hunter Sam, and is nearly killed. But it lands on Ziz Current. We have a 0-second row 1 between Ziz and Fat Fish Tank, but it won't matter in the end, as Serene Yamato tie up the series with a 1-0 win.
Yes, a 1-0 win, and that is, if I'm correct as well, it's a 2-0 up in the series over here. Oh no, it's a 1-1, sorry, it's a 1-1, my bad, it's a 1-1, as far as I know, and that makes it a little bit more better for both teams. That will maybe mean that we will get a game 5 as well. Maybe that is something that will go on as well. But if you're both teams, if you're Oracles, if you was on the Oracles team, what's the thing that you would say right now? Is it like just, alright, stay calm, play your game, or is it more like, alright, we're gonna change some things? Is there anything that you've noticed within this game?
I think they keep trying to play it from the back, and it's just allowing these Serene Yamato players to keep getting 50 after 50, and they just start trying to just send it downfield and chase it, so it holds Yamato back at least a little bit and gives them some time and space to rework the rotations and, you know, stop those double commits from happening, because that's really the main thing that I've been noticing. It's just double commits from Oracles that are halting their attacks, and these small little hits trying to build up. It just allows Yamato so much space and pressure. So they have to change that up coming into game 3 on Sovereign Heights. It's currently 1-1 in the series. One of these teams will go on to match point after this game. Who will it be? We're about to find out.
Yeah, it's a very big game that we're playing here. So for the people that are watching that have watched RSC before but maybe haven't watched the playoffs before, usually we're seen to play a series of 4 games, and all 4 games will be played where you can draw 2-2. Now obviously we are playing bracket play, so you cannot get a 2-2, you cannot draw, so we have to play a best of 5. So the team that wins right here is the team that goes up 2-1 and has 1 match point for, or like has 2 match points basically. The team that loses on the other side backs against the wall. They cannot lose another series, or they're out of this series, they lose it and they drop to the lower bracket. So that's a really big thing. Now 30 seconds left, we see 2 demos in the same time. It leaves an open goal for Karentra and he scores a goal to put the Serene side up 1-0 over here, and that demo is just really big. And then Ziz unfortunately just misses the ball. He tries to be a little bit too quick on that ball. He had some more time, wanted to clear it out, and that is a 1-0 up, and that's something that you really do not want to see if you are on the Oracle side as well.
Definitely not the ideal start, because now Yamato is straight in the other end, and the advantage is immediately doubled through Fatfish Tank, so this is definitely the start Yamato are wanting. They're on a 3-0 run over the last 6 minutes or so, and Oracle's yet to reply with a goal of their own, but the game is still young. They have more than enough time to find those goals. They scored 4 in game 1, so who's to say they can't do that again? But again, Yamato straight back on the attack, but so with a very, very big clearance, starting to implement what I suggest. I'm not saying that I'm a tactical genius, but you know, it's just some changes are more logical to make than others. You appear to be starting to just try and get away from their backline, and Ziz will do just so. He finds Hunter Sam, but Hunter Sam doesn't connect with the ball, and the attack is halted. Rentra puts it into the middle. Is anyone there to receive it? Toe intercepts it. This could be the start of an attack here, but Mauve just sends it clear. He gets it past 1. He still has control of the ball. Does force a 50. Yamato, it's a very good start for them. The first minute and a bit gone, and it's 2-0. Very big advantage, but it's also the worst advantage you could have in Rocket League.
It is. Oh, maybe not. Maybe 3-0 is a better advantage that you can have. Right as you say it is, they maybe they are listening to the stream as well, and they heard you say it. All right, he's a tactical genius, and he says that 2-0 can be the worst advantage, so we make it a 3-0 here. 3-0 up, 3 minutes and a half. Actually, a minute and a half is the only thing that passed, so it's a goal every half a minute. Just wait, keep that up, please. We'll see a lot of goals. We'll see 10 goals. I'll absolutely love that. But on the side of Serene, I don't know what happened, but ever since they scored that goal in the previous game, they have been playing very, very solid Rocket League. And the Oracle side is, I don't know what is really going on, but they're not showing up like they could have before. I see Serene is taking a lot more control of the ball in the middle of the pitch as well, what we are seeing right here. And I know Oracles is finally trying to keep that pressure on their side as well. But look at this move, how smart he is. Alright, we're 3-0 up, we got time. If you're not gonna challenge me, I'll just keep control of the ball. I'll keep it mid. Fat Fish Tank is there. Passes to Charisma, and Charisma doesn't score the goal, unfortunately. It was just off the post. Mauve fakes the ball to Ziz. Takes it in mid. That's a great demo by Karentra, which opens the goal. Is somebody there to follow up? Yes, Karentra is almost there to open that goal up and make it a 4-0. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen, but Mauve is now there. Hunter Sam on the ball with 1. Toe is up on the back ball. Does he read it? Oh my, he almost reads that as well. And now we're seeing a back and forth game, and it's offense against offense. It's getting a really fast-paced game. This is just amazing to see the differences that these teams are making within the middle of the game. And that's 3-1. Hunter Sam with a great goal over here. That's a great pass. Does he come off the air? No, unfortunately he gets down. He goes up again, he beats Mauve, and he scores that goal. 3-1, 2-0 up. Merit, do they have it or not to come back?
There's still time, and the to-go gap is very manageable, but you know, Yamato, they know how to keep the pressure on, and they're already back in the orange half, but Ziz just gonna tap it clear as Toe pops it up. Is anyone there? It's gonna be Ziz once more. Just gonna send it to the corner, and a little double commit there will halt that clear, but Mauve is the first to that ball there. And looking over on the mainstream, Fever just beat a Princess 6-1 in game 2 to go on to triple match point. Very good start to the evening for Fever. The winner of this will go on to play the winner of that series. And if it's Fever, then it's going to be a very tall order for either of these teams, but whoever wins, I'm sure they'll have a great chance. As we see Oracle's building up some more pressure. Mauve's just going to tap into his own net. He's a bit dazed after Karentra did whiff that clearance. It's a 1-goal game once more. it's definitely going to be all to play for.
Yeah, for whoever is in the chat right now, please clip this and send this for fail of the week, because I think that surely qualifies for at least a mention, at least in playoffs. Now, unfortunately, it is what it is. You're still up, but it's only one goal now. It's a minute left. You're only one goal up. You've given 2 goals away to the side of Oracles, and they are feeling it. They are probably telling each other, right, guys, we got this. Keep playing what we are. Keep putting that pressure on. They will make mistakes, and they will obviously make mistakes as well. It will happen at some point, and that's probably what they are doing right now. But pressure is on from Serene Yamato. Toe is trying to catch it, but it's a bad catch. Oh! That was almost a goal. Morve no on the ball. He takes it on 1. He takes the boost away, so that's really good. You're boost starving them. Toe on 0 boost, on 10 boost now. Hunter Sam.
I'm not sure what quite happened here. I think Banana has just disappeared. I think it's only me now. But you see they're tying things up. 23 seconds to go. It's a tied game, and I don't know what happened. Is Banana here? We don't know. Banana, are you here right now?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Yeah,
Yes,
we can hear you.
that seems to be right. Oh, and when I say that, when I say hello, 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 Fat Fish Tank responds with another goal over here. And he makes that 4-3, he puts Serene Yamato up. I heard you say that they equalized, and they did. But that is 15 seconds from the end. They score another goal, and that's some really good thing to go on over here. And 4-3 up 15 seconds to go. Serene is trying to get that match point.
But this could be a 5th here. It's gonna hit the crossbar, and Ziz will respond to it. This is their last chance. Hunter Sam leads the way. And he get another hit toe. Someone's get it, but it's just gonna bounce, and it's not gonna find anyone with that pass. And Serene Yamato take it to double match point here in this upper semi-final. They're looking in prime position to take this series, but Oracles will be hoping to force a game 5.
Yes, they will. And there was also a thing, I don't know. Yep, they are doing that. So we will go probably to the game stats first. That is something that we will see happening. But we can see over here that Toe, for example, has 500 score on the Oracle side. 2 goals, an assist, a save, 3 shots. He's really pulling things out of the bag, but his teammates are a lot more down. Hunter Sam, a low score, but only 18 touches on the ball. Ziz with 100 score and only 24 touches on the ball is really not enough. Where on the other side, it's a lot more shared. 300 average score on every single player, so that is something that we will see going on. But we have seen right now, and that's something that you can do as well in the playoffs, is you can call a timeout. There was a timeout for the team. The Oracle side has called their timeout. Merit. Imagine you are in this position on the Oracle side again, right? Then you call a 2-minute timeout. Do you take a breather? Do you say something? What do you think is going through their mind at this moment?
I think you've got to cast your mind back to the first 2 minutes of game 1. What were they doing? They were loading the backboard, and it worked. They went, what, 3-0 up, I think? 3 or 4-0 up. And it was just total domination. So they can find a way to channel that again and catch Yamato off guard. They'll definitely have a much better chance here. And also something I was noticing in the post-game lobby, there's that Fat Fish Tank was actually on the receiving end of some ping issues. His ping was spiking it up a bit, so that could change the outcome of this game 4. But you never quite know. He's been playing well so far. If he can get on top of it, then he'll still be on top form. And he will be a very big threat to Oracle's chances.
Yes, he will. And on the side of Serene Yamato, you also have that 2-minute timeout. You haven't used it, but you're still taking advantage of it. The reason that you often take it is just to take a deep breather, to take, to get reset, to get a mental reset, and to get in that game again. Take the heat from the other side as well. But if I'm on Serene, I'm just calling it out right now in the team. These other ones, they are not able to play. Keep playing the way where we are. We've made a transition. We are playing a lot more. I feel they're taking the game slower at a slower pace at this moment, where they control the ball a little bit more, where we see Oracles have a lot more shots and a lot more pressure, but nothing really good comes from it. And we see that Serene is just taking advantage of the little mistakes that they make. So just keep telling your teammates to keep doing that, keep doing your game. The pressure is on the side of Oracles again. Now, we know, as said before, that the Oracle side have a backup. This is upper bracket. You still can go down to the lower bracket as well, so you still have that in your pocket. But you unfortunately don't want that to happen. And I think we are going to go right now, as the teams have their timeout up. And we will see if they have made any changes. Now, Maurits, I'll give it to you. You can take this game 4 away from me.
Beckwith Park. This could be the end of the series right here. Serene Yamato wanting to close it out. It is underway. Fatfish Tank gets it past Hunter Sammy, gets it past Toe, and that's a very quick start for Serene Yamato. Fatfish Tank goes all the way, picks up mid boost, touches it past Hunter Sammy, just knocks it past Toe to send it into the open net. And it only took 8 seconds. Very quick start, and it's just the start that they wanted. It's 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0, and that is a really good situation to get that timeout out. So, alright, these guys are taking a timeout. No worries, mate. No worries. We got this. We'll score a goal. Oh my! If Fatfish had taken that goal, that angle, I'm submitting that as clip of the week. That would have been so nice to score that goal. But now on the other side, Hunter Sam is there. He gets demoed by Karentra, and he gets a save as well on Karentra, so he's really showing up. No toe on the ball. He's got a lot of boost to work with. He puts it back, but is he gonna beat it? Oh, he almost puts that down as well into the corner. Imagine if they scored that goal to make it a 1-1. You are just in tears on the side of Serene Yamato, I think. But no. Oh, and another almost a shot on the side of Oracles, or on Yamato as well. It's really a back and forth, and then a whiff on the side of Oracles, and Fish Tank is there to take the second goal in as well. And that's just unfortunate. Move takes it there. Ziz maybe wants to get to that ball a little bit too fast, and Fat Fish Tank thanks you friendly for that. And he says, I'll go 2-0 up. A minute has been played before now. A minute has been played, and we are 2 goals up. Now, we have seen multiple things. We've seen 3-0 up, and we've seen a 3-3 in the end. So nothing is done for now.
Back to that second goal, it was Ziz who made the whiff, and he's actually made quite a few of those so far this series. Maybe that's something to do with nerves, but he does make a save there. Move, all you can do if he's limited best to just pop it up, but Toe is already there. Sends it to the corner. Karentra takes a touch, can't get it past Hunter Sam though. Ziz trying to reach it, but he can't. Does get a touch there though after Move's whiff. He gets it past another, but Karentra is there to make the stop, and Fat Fish Tank gets bumped a little bit there. Still finds its way to the backboard. Toe clears it away, but the pressure is still on that one. Might just go in. Hunter Sam is there to make the save, and they've already been forced to make 4 saves in this one, but they're not saving that. Fat Fish Tank with the 2-minute hat trick, and it's 3-0. This could be the dagger.
I hope that at some point somebody, if they win, they do an interview with Fat Fish Tank, and please ask him what he's eaten between game 3 and game 4, because whatever he's had, it's apparently working. 3 goals, 2 minutes, that fully works. Put your team on a backpack, as we are saying often, and that is something that is happening right here. Now, Oracles, you have 3 goals down, there's 3 minutes to go, so that's a goal each minute. Change something, do something else. If you're somebody in that call, make a change. Play a little bit more normal, I say. The rotations are a little bit off at the moment, but they have to do something. On that side, Fat Fish Tank, no on the ball again. Is he going to do something? He tries to pinch at his teammate is there. Now this is your chance. Alright, says, take the control of the ball. He does. He 50s it forward. Is it going to go mid? It is mid, but nobody is there to challenge it. And there he is. Hunter Sam is there. But it's against the post and it doesn't go in. No, Toe into the corner. He doesn't get a second touch as well. And now there's 2 teammates. But Ziz on the ball. He's trying to fake him out. Yeah? Oh, he fakes out Morph and he gets it mid as well. Toe is there. He's on an open goal. 2 goals, or 2 defenders in goal. Tries to get it mid. Hunter Sam is now there. Now, surely a goal has to come from this. That's a great demo by Hunter Sam as well to open up that goal. Ziz is there. Puts it mid. Karentra is now awkward in the corner. Toe towards middle, Great clear by Fat Fish Tank to get a little bit of a time. And the demo as well. He's going for the bump on toe as well. Is Quentra going to score the goal? Yes, he does. And I think with 2 minutes left and 4 goals, that is game GG's. But Fat Fish Tank, what have you eaten? A demo and a bump, and that clears the way for Quentra. And that is all Fat Fish Tank's game over here. He's taking over. He's giving nothing for free. No freebies over here. And 4-0 up with a minute 45 left. Merit. Surely this is GG's.
And Oracles, they had about 40 seconds of constant pressure on that play, and the accuracy isn't good enough. They didn't deserve to score there if they just can't put meaningful shots on target. And Yamato just went down the other end and put the ball in the back of the net to surely put the dagger in this series. But Oracles, they're not going to give up. Ziz can't progress the ball though. Hunter Sam will have to, but straight back into possession. Ulster and Yamato, and they're just going to try and run down the clock. Just send the ball away. Toe finds Hunter Sam, and that's a goal. There's a minute left to find 3. You never quite know in Rocket League. It was a very nice play. Maybe that will get something going in the Oracles camp. It's going to be a very tall order.
Will be a very tall order with only a minute left. But maybe if you get a kickoff goal right here. Alright, I've called it. Is somebody reading this? Yeah, Fat Fish Tank is unfortunately for the side of Oracles. But you need a really quick goal to make sure that nothing is going off this. But on the other side, Fat Fish Tank is now there as well. Tries to get it. Mauve just takes control of the ball. He gets yeeted away by Toe. No, Hunter Sam on the ball. Fat Fish Tank is there. Ziz is now on the ball. And that's a great clear. Oh, this great save by Quentra, because that would have been 4-2 otherwise. With a half a minute left, get a kickoff goal and you're straight back into that game. No Toe on the ball. He tries to get it mid. Mauve is there. Mauve's missed the ball, but Fat Fish Tank is there again. No control of the ball. Is somebody there in defense? Yes, Toe is there. He saves the ball. Hunter Sam now on the corner, taking control. Quentra is there to challenge him. He puts it mid, Toe to Ziz. Ziz underneath the ball, fakes it for Hunter Sam, doesn't get it, and 10 seconds to go. Surely it's game now. We won't see that. It's a great game by Serene Yamato, who really stepped up towards the end. It's Fat Fish Tank with 3 goals and a very important double bump or demo bump gameplay there for that 4th goal. And it's 0 on the clock now. Oracles on the other side, you are going to the lower bracket. Do they play in another, like in 20 minutes, or is it in an hour 20? Do you know that out of your head? So that's a good question.
They play in 20 minutes against one of the winners of the off-stream lower bracket matches. So definitely playing a team with momentum off a win. I'm not quite sure who though. So that'll be a little surprise.
Yep. I can
Fearless Delta.
Yes, I can just confirm that Fearless Delta actually swept Elves, the Valkyrie Knights team, 3-0, and that Oracles is playing next on the A stream against Fearless Delta. As you can see down here, so Fearless Delta and Oracles all the way on the bottom are playing each other next on the A stream. And on the B stream, so over here, we are going to see Mischief playing the loser of the other game that is going on at the moment. And I don't know what it is over there. The only thing that I can see that is 2-1 for Feather. So it's not a sweep. So that's good. It's good competition, close competition. But you got a breather on the side of Mischief now. On the side of Oracle, sorry. You got a breather. You know that you're a really good team. You've proceeded through that upper bracket for 1 series. You know that you're really good. Take a breather. Take some water, drink something, just make some stretches behind you, get out of your seat. What is something that you like to see the team change? Because they won that first game. That was really important. They won that first game, and then just nothing happened after that, to be fair.
The thing is, in the game still, they're linking up with some good passing plays. They're finding each other really well. It's just defensively, they're making a lot of small errors, and those added up and added up. And it just came to a head. Yamato are just capitalizing on all of them. And that's something you expect a first seed team to do. And now they're through to the upper final. Where currently they play the winner of Feather vs Apprentices. Currently 2-1 and 2-2 in the game with about a minute and a half left. So go over to the main stream. We can catch the end of that. We'll see who wins. And in about an hour and 15 minutes, we will see that upper final commence. But that's all for now. It'll be about 15 minutes where we'll see Oracles taking on Fearless Delta on the B stream right now. So don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.
world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all their cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the RSC Season 11 Challenger Playoffs on the B stream. I'm Iso Stavey, and joining me in the casting booth for this lower quarter-final match is Cool. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. How are you doing this evening?
I'm down for some Challenger Playoffs. This is once upon a time my home tier, so I'm very interested to see how these. Always been interested in how these playoffs go, and we're in for an absolute banger, I think, this evening. Where we've got Mischief versus Apprentices. So what can you tell us about this match?
It'll definitely be interesting. I believe Apprentices. I think they just lost in the upper quarterfinals, so they're down here now to try and make a lower bracket run.
Yeah, we just saw on the mainstream Feather take down Apprentices 3-1. It was looking for all the world like it was going to be a sweep, but Apprentices a little bit of a resurgence towards the end of the match, but couldn't quite close out, get that game 5. Off stream, we didn't see Mischief take down a very dangerous Primordial side 3-2. So this should be an interesting series. I think these two teams are both in the same conference. They played each other twice this season, and the head-to-head is 7-1 in favour of Mischief. So I don't know if that tells us anything, but it feels to me like Mischief might have the edge a little bit here, coming off that win with Apprentices dropping down. The mental side might come into effect here.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the 7-1 in the head-to-head, you have to have a little bit of bias going one way, and definitely the favour goes to Mischiefs in this one.
Yeah, both sides look like very strong, solid rosters. Looking at some of the stats across the board, there's contributions all across these teams. Some very talented challenger players here. Two teams that maybe fancied themselves not to be in the lower bracket at this stage of the playoffs, but one of them has to make a run from here. One of them has to take the next step through to the semi-final. First of all, we're going to ask, Cool, what's your prediction for this match before we get going?
Oh, I'm going to go bold. I'm going to go for a Mischief sweep.
Oh, sweep. Sweep in the playoffs. They're hard to achieve at this challenger level. I don't know if we'll see many of them in this bracket, but that's bold. I'm going to go for a 3-2 Mischief. We're going to be here for the long haul. Yeah. I think this Apprentices team showed enough of a resurgence against Feather for them to definitely upset a Mischief team that might have been a bit surprised they're in the lower bracket in the first place. But game 1, Manfield Night. It's a best of 5 series, no draws here, no 4-game sets. It's elimination for one of these teams, and one of these teams will go on to the lower semi-final to face the winner of the match on the A stream, which is Fearless Delta versus Oracles. So if you want to go watch that, feel free to head over to the A stream, or why not have both of them on? How about that as an option? Get a viewer on each of those streams. But we'll check everyone's in the lobby ready to go. I think we do have everybody, and we will get this game started.
In for a good matchup now. Very much so. Mischief's obviously starting with a very strong lineup here. Rox, Rowanator, and Martello. Obviously against Yeast, Phoenix, and Mock. So, gonna start off with a nice shot on towards net, a nice save to counter it. Apprentices start with early pressure, but it's gonna be a nice clear out. We'll try and get a shot towards net, but Phoenix is there to make the block. Mock will bang this up high, and Martello will hit into the middle for Rox, tries to send it to the backboard.
Ooh, there's an open net for the Apprentices to start us off. Bit of a misrotation. Third man playing a little bit too high. An unfortunate 50 there from Martello. Yeast winning it, booming it long field. And that is the opening goal to Apprentices. And they're continuing their late game resurgence against Feather in this lower bracket. They'll be feeling like they need to pick it up and really play a lot better than they did in those first 2 games against one of the best teams in Challenger. And they'll fancy their chances in this match. This is an elimination best of 5 series, and they've started off very, very strongly here. Yeast perhaps having a few Wi-Fi issues in the last series. Let's hope they've been rectified here, but some early pressure here from this side of Mischief, but it's well cleared by Phoenix and helped out by Mock. But here come Mischief again with a low 50 there. Merlinator able to get the dribble in, looking to fake the challenge, and gets the dunk underneath to underneath 2, both challenged high. Rolanator goes low, and that is a tied series with a minute gone.
Yeah, it's a really nice fake on the flick. Just fakes going for the last hit and just nudges it under both of the players. Makes it really awkward for them to even try and get a save. But the kickoff will go in favour of Apprentices. Phoenix tries to get the shot, and Yeast is there for one. Rolanator though with a good save into the bottom corner. Mock sends it off to the back, but can't quite double it. But it is for Phoenix. Tries to get the shot, but Rocks equal to it. Martello sends it up the pitch towards Rocks onto the backboard, flying it down in front of net, but Mox with a nice clear. And it is an open net off the demo from Yeast. And that is 2-1.
Third man didn't exist for the first goal and didn't exist for the second goal either. This time was deleted by Yeast. And if that's a tactic that the Apprentices are going to enforce throughout the series, then well, Mischief are going to have to sort their back line out. They're going to have to leave somebody back and keep them aware of where Yeast is on the field. He's got one of the highest demo stats in the league this season in Challenger, and you can see him putting it to full effect there as Apprentices take a lead in the game 1 of this series. And I think that head-to-head that I talked about, 7-1, I don't know if that's going to be relevant to this series. I think this Apprentice side is going to kind of turn up here, and I think we're in for a very, very tight series here.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see the speed in the air coming out of Apprentices. Yeast hits down onto the backboard and Mox with a nice touch over to the side. Brown needs to try and get this, but Yeast is first into the middle, but that's a really nice clear out. It's going to come dropping down into middle, but Mox can't quite get a good 50 on it. Martello passed 2, and Rox isn't able to finish that. Mock with the good clearance off to the side, and will start clearing this downfield. Brownator off onto the backboard, and Yeast, good read from him. Sends it upfield.
I haven't seen too many sort of Mischief passing plays so far. They seem to be focusing a little more on some of those solo plays. They're not really looking, the cohesive unit that we expect them to at this stage. But I think that might come in the series. They already had 5 games under their belt tonight so far. Off stream, so this is the first time they've been on stream today. So maybe there's a few nerves to get out of the way first, as they're kind of penned in their own third at the moment. This Mischief side looking to get clear. That's Rolanate out to the middle, but only finds Mock with a relatively tame shot, easily saved by Rocks. Rolanator looking to disrupt the play in the Apprentice's half, but not quite there. Martello's across there, but there's nobody there to pick it up, and Yeast with a clever touch out, transitions to the offense. Phoenix is there with the 50. Rocks gets the play out, and then Mischief can try to relinquish some of this pressure. But at the moment, it just feels like Apprentices are ratcheting up that pressure slowly with some really clever touches in their opponent's third.
I definitely don't want to see double commits like that. Unfortunately, Mock's not quite able to put it on target, and he's going to try and get a shot on that, but Rocks with an easy save for him. Going to clear that outfield only as far as Mox, who sends it straight back at him. Nice pop off to Phoenix. Phoenix sends it into the middle. He's unable to read it. Mox going to have a shot, but Rocks will be able to save that. He's going to try and take this downfield, but he is stopped in his path from Martello. Able to get a nice boom out. Brownator into the middle, and Mox sends it high. Mox has a chance for a shot here. Can't quite make connection, but Martello is there, and Mock with a nice save.
Ooh. See, there was less than a minute to go. This Mischief side really needs to start piling on the pressure, and that's exactly what they're doing. A couple of really handy shots there. Not quite finding the target. Rox is up there, but he's beaten again in the air. This Apprentice side there with one more shot. But Yeast gets the save, and Mock's there to get the clear as well. Some clutch defense from this Apprentice side in the last minute to hold on to their 2-1 lead. Can they keep it up? Yeast, the ball's heading in the wrong direction for this Mischief side. Finds the corner, but Molinator's there. Gets a clever touch over one. Mox awkward, facing his own net. Gets a nice touch out to the corner to relinquish the danger. Martello with the infield pass. Rocks finds the top corner, but it's bar down and out. And that's the chance. Have they just thrown their chance away of game 1? Rocks is in off the backboard, looking for the pass. 2 players throw themselves at it, but this Apprentice's side holds firm. And they keep going. They're going to have to do it on 0 seconds here. Can they find the touch across? Rocks with a high play. The ball has not dropped yet. And there we go. The Apprentices side kill the ball to take game 1. But it got a little bit hairy at the end there.
Yeah, I mean, the Apprentices' defense at the end there was impeccable. Mischief's while they obviously do have more saves in this game, it didn't really feel like it, as they were pretty much dominated up until that last 40 seconds or so, where they just kept on putting shot after shot after shot, but Apprentices, in return, made save after save.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this Mischief side just really showed what they were capable of towards the end of that game. Maybe a little too late, but if they can continue some of that form into game 2, we should start to see it get very, very close. And I think, even it's a 1-goal game here. I think this series is going to be close every single game. But Apprentices, I think, just about deserved the win. Some really nice goals from them and some really good defense, as you said, coming out into the end of the game. Yeast and Mock making some clutch saves. And they outshot Mischief by a fair few as well. So definitely deserved winners. Mischief have got some work to do. Apprentices look like they're hungry to avenge that upper bracket defeat. And Mischief are going to have to play a little bit more like they did in the last 40 seconds coming into this game 2 on Forbidden Temple. And this is a really important game for Mischief to really come out and stamp their authority, get an early lead, get their shooting boots laced up. Because there are a few misses coming out from that last sort of 30 seconds to a minute where you're thinking, you need to be finishing that if you can. So let's see if they can clean that up coming into game 2. Kick off in favour of this Mischief side, getting the 50 off the backboard. Can they get an early chance onto net here? Rollinator finds the bar, and it's those inches, those margins that we talk about in Rocket League so much, that's just not quite falling. They've hit the crossbar, the post, and now the crossbar again in the space of only about a minute's worth of game time, and it's those kind of margins that are really going to hurt this Mischief side if they keep missing those chances.
Yeah, it's really good pressure coming out from Mischiefs. Apprentices clearly feeling it, missing the boost sometimes, and he can't put the pressure on that he wants. Mock will take control of this side. He's just going to try and pop this into middle, but Rock's easily there. Puts a shot on net and Yeast with a good save. Up high onto the backboard. Should be a nice clear out. Over towards Yeast. Does send it even further, but Martello with a good block. Boom. Goes nice and high for Yeast. It's a good first touch, Rocks though. Really nice follow-up from him. But Phoenix, gonna fly like a Phoenix. Tries to get a double, a bit too far away for him in that case. Rock's unable to put the shot on target. Martello though, unable to do the same, and Rao just can't quite get his nose onto it and tap that in.
You have to feel like Mischief are going to take one of these chances eventually. They've had so many at the back end of game 1 and now the start of game 2. It's all been Mischief so far, but we can't forget that the 2 goals that Prentice has scored in game 1, one came from a missing third one and one came from a demoed third man. And if Yeast can get some of that aggression, he's looking for it there again, can't quite find it, but if we can get that aggression, then Mischiefs need to be able to deal with it. And they need to be able to bring some of that demos and aggression into their own play as well. Because at the moment, the shooting boots aren't quite on, so maybe they need to make their job a little bit easier by removing some of the Apprentices players from the field.
Yeah, Apprentice is very good with the demos, obviously Yeast having the highest demo stat and Challenger. You need to see more of it from them because they're not going to be able to beat that final man with what they're throwing at them now. And it just seems like they're waiting for a misplay as Mock goes for a pinch to try and catch out that final man, and it's just not working right now.
No, absolutely not. This is a good transition there and a lovely redirect by Yeast, and that's the counter-attack kind of play that we were looking for. As you say, Mischief kind of looking for that misplay from Apprentices, but unfortunately it goes the other way for them this time, and Yeast with a lovely redirect to make it 1-0, and everything I said about Mischief needing to take the lead to settle down in this series has gone out the window now, and Apprentices have something to hold on to with just about half of this game gone now. It's anyone's game still with only a goal lead. And there's another chance. It gets the crossbar again from Rocks this time. I feel like they've all had their turn at the crossbar, and none of them have quite managed to find that gap in the play. Martello with the shot. Yeast sees that wide. It's just shooting again from this Mischief side. They're creating the chances, but they just can't finish it. And another one coming in from Rocks that's just wide. And the Apprentices side, they don't look like how they know how to defend this, but at the moment they don't need to because the goal frame is doing it for them.
Yeah, really do not want to be this Mischief side. You're just constantly passing it into middle and no one can finish. Rox again sends it into the middle. Rao unable to get there. Triple commit from the Apprentice side, but doesn't lead to much as Yeast sends this upfield towards Mock. Mock into the middle for Yeast. Gonna try and pop it over. Unable to do so. It's a good fake there. Martello can't quite get a touch on it either though, so Phoenix will rush this into the opponent's half. Falls into the middle. Mock sends it high. Tries to beat one. Gets sent into the corner by Rox. Yeast back into the middle. Martello will try and bang this towards net, but he's just wide. Mock with an awkward touch. Rao on target. Good save from Phoenix.
Oh, they can't, even when it's on target, they can't score. What is happening with this? Oh, they might concede on the counter attack as well. Mock with 0 boost. Can he get the 50? No, he can't. Rollinator's there to get the save away, but this Mischief side, they can't. Even when it's on target, Phoenix with the incredible save to get the ball high up over the bar, and Rox is up again. 50's the ball down. Yeast gets the touch away. It's awkward, and Martello gets demoed, and Yeast can build the play here unchallenged off the sidewall. Can he find the touch middle? But it's a great save by Rox. Phoenix was there but couldn't quite find the gap in the defence. But I mean, it's really back and forward. It's end-to-end stuff, this game. And 30 seconds left. Where's this game gone? This Mischief side have had so many chances, and here comes another one off the backboard and down. Can Rox find the finish? No, he's challenged again by Phoenix. Time and time again, this goal line defense coming out from Apprentices, and there's another save by I don't think I was credited by the game, but another clearance by Mock that's important. And there's Rollinator finally with the cleared out net. After all that work they've put in, 4 seconds left. Mock can't quite get the clearance, and Rollinator finds the gap. And cool, you have to say they deserve that. They deserve this to go to overtime, unless somebody does something stupid on this kickoff, of course.
They have absolutely looked like the better team in this game, and it just hasn't been going their way up until that moment. And it just wasn't looking good for them, but they've managed to bring it back. Rollinator going to send this upfield for Martello. Drops it down into the middle, but Yeast is there first. It's going to push us down. Tries to get into centre, but no one's left on his team. Martello has time. Phoenix unable to get a touch on it. Mock is there first. Off to the sidewall. Rox going to bang this straight downfield into the opposing corner. Phoenix waits for the bounce. Can't quite get a touch, but Mock will. Sends it highest and high. Awkward read, but does manage to get into the corner. And it goes into the middle. Mock. Good bump there. Phoenix can't quite make the touch. Yeast doing the most, as Axlos would say, and he takes that game for the Apprentices.
Oh, feels like that's a huge moment in this series. Phoenix with a nice touch off the backboard. All of the Mischief players grounded, unable to get into the air to make the save, and Apprentices take a 2-goal lead. And that's felt like it's a tough one from Mischief. They've had a lot of shots in this game. Some of them credited, some of them not, but they feel like they've created enough chances to win multiple games of Rocket League. And yet, they find themselves losing 2-1 again. And this Apprentices side is doing what they need to. They're making the clutch saves. They're transitioning out of defence when they need to, making the chances up the field. And you know, be surprised if the Mischief side don't take their time out here. You know, they're on elimination point, triple match point now for Apprentices, 2-0 up in this series. And they've got to make a change here. What do you think they should do to change this up?
I mean, you just have to be super confident. And you can't overcommit as last man, as they have been doing. It's just been so awkward for them, and it's just not been working out. Like, they get these breaks, and it's just not quite working. But you have to credit Apprentices in this, because they're just stopping them at every opportunity.
Yeah, some of that defence has been absolutely clutch from the Apprentices side. Just an A-stream update. Oracles took game 1 in the series. Fearless Delta are 3-1 up with about 2 minutes or so to go in game 2. So looking like a pretty close series there. This though threatens a sweep at the moment. It looks like Apprentices have got the Mischief number going against the head-to-head, and both of our predictions, it must be said. But there's still time. Reverse sweeps are possible. It's one game at a time for this Mischief squad. if they can start lacing those shooting boots, with Phoenix looking to get the shot in from the East's touch across, but not quite finding it there. If they can get an early goal, maybe even a 2-goal lead, this Mischief side, it can start to build that confidence. But right now, Apprentices are in the ascendancy, it has to be said, and they've got all the answers for this Mischief side, and they're putting on the pressure early in game 1. Mock looking to read his own touch off the backboard, can't quite get it, gets bumped for his troubles, but Martello looking to dribble, he can't quite get the ball clear, but Rox is able to find a booming clearance. And there's that third man overcommitment again, just as the demo comes in, 2 players pushing it and Mock finds the gap behind. Yeast with the pursuit on the demo there behind, he's done that all series long, and yet again it bears fruit for this Apprentices side who take the lead.
Yeah, it's just really good play from Apprentices, keeping the pressure up right from the beginning, and they just managed to squeeze it in because last man once again overcommits. Yeast is going to try and drop this down into the middle, unable to do so. Phoenix does get nice and high. Mock able to put this down, tries to get a second touch, unable to do so. Yeast jumps from far. Martello with a nice beat goes straight into the Apprentice's corner. Phoenix will try and send this out, but that's a good drop down from Martello. And Mock will have a chance to clear this. Rox only as far as Yeast, but does get the dunk on him. Tries to center it, but Phoenix chance to boom. Can't quite put on target. Martello is awkward on this one. This ball goes high. We'll get a touch off to the side. Mock puts into the middle, and Rao will send this away, but only as far as Yeast. Straight back into the opposing half. Apprentices unable to do anything just yet. Mock doesn't want to risk it. Rao can't quite make a touch. Does get the bump. And this is looking awkward.
Yeah, this Apprentices team are getting some really nice clearances on the ball. They look like they're working well in tandem as a team. When Yeast is pushing forward to demo, other players are coming forward and making sure they're putting the pressure on the ball so that demo isn't wasted. And I don't know, this Mischief side just don't seem to have an answer for it. They've seen it all series, so they need to start finding a way to counter some of these bump plays. Here's a chance for the ball across from Rollinator, but it's a bit weak and it's cleared. Martello looking to play in the corner, but again, Mock with a nice set of touches just to get that ball clear, get the pressure, allow his teammates to sort their rotations and get back in play. And this Mischief side just can't seem to find the key to unlock this Apprentices defense, which is proving a tough lock to crack at the moment. And they're looking to put up the pressure off the backboard. Rollinator finds one. Right, Martello's upfield here. Can he find the touch across? But he gives Phoenix a chance to recover. And again, another wasted opportunity. The ball across, but Phoenix again with the save. And it's just this clutch defense coming out again and again from this Apprentices side who've really turned up in this game 3 so far.
Yeah, Apprentices looking really good. Mark fakes it because he's not quite sure if he can get a touch, but Phoenix will try and send that in. Phoenix, definitely the defensive MVP for the Apprentices here. And as a group, they're just working so hard as they send it back into the middle again. Rox will get the touch. Mock sends it into the middle, no one's there yet. Yeast will put pressure on it, doesn't quite get the touch, it's Rao. And sends this away. Phoenix will only send it up to Martello. Bit awkward, tries to send it onto the backboard, unable to get double or a bump. Yeast. Chance for a shot, but not quite able to wrap himself around that. Martello is going to clear this nice and far. Good demo comes out, but Phoenix in the right position as always. Will send this into the middle. Bit of a fake.
Yeah, the Phoenix is definitely stepping up as game 3. I think all 3 players for the Apprentices, they've continued their late game form from the last series we saw on the mainstream. They've really kept that aggression. They look like a different team going into that game 3 against Feather, and they're playing like that different team now. They're really suffocating this Mischief side who just don't look like they've got an answer. They don't look like they've got a game plan for how they can defeat this side, and they're going to need one of those late game comebacks that got them in overtime in game 2 to get a chance here. Here's a chance dropping down from Rollinator, but it's just not finding the target. It's not forcing the keeper to make any kind of save, and it's just the story of this Mischief series for us. They've had chances to break this defense down, but their shooting boots just haven't been on, and it's they're going to be disappointed if they can't find a goal in the next 20 seconds. They're going to have to commit men forward now. They're going to have to take some risks. Their playoffs are on the line here. Their elimination is looking likely if they can't get a goal in the next 8 seconds. 6-5. Can they find the ball across into the area? Rox is up, but Yeast is there. Speed is going to kill this Mischief side, and it's dropping down. There's nobody else. The corner, and it nearly finds the top corner on 0 seconds. But with 1 goal games, all 3 times, Apprentices take the sweep and move on to the lower finals even. Actually, no, sorry, the lower semi-finals. I was right first time. And they will face the winner of the series going on the A stream, which is currently 1-1, and Phyllis Delta 1 goal up with a minute gone in game 3. So looking like a really sort of tough match there. But Apprentices made it look easy. I don't think it was as easy as that scoreline suggests, the 3-0 sweep. I think Mischief were in every game, but their shooting just let them down. I think throughout the entire series, we saw it in every single game. Just couldn't put those chances away.
I mean, I feel like I definitely cursed them saying that they would be the ones to sweep, and then they got swept. So...
You were right about the sweep, at least. But just the wrong team. I never saw that being down as a sweep. I think I'm as shocked as everybody that I think Mischief side, who performed so well in league play, had that second life along with Apprentices but dropped during the play-ins. I feel like they'll be disappointed. They'll be very disappointed in their shooting and their performance in that game. Apprentices, on the other hand, will be absolutely delighted with how they've come back from the disappointment of the first series. And really, they're going to be a massive threat, I think, for the rest of this playoff bracket.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, I only expect good things from Apprentices after that performance.
Absolutely. So I think that's it for us on the B stream. Right now, we'll have another match coming up. I'm not sure what that's going to... I think it'll be the lower semi-final, actually, because the upper final will be on the main stream. So we will sign you off from there, go over to the A stream and support Fearless Delta versus Oracles, which is looking like it might just go the distance. So support that stream, and we'll be back on the B stream in about half an hour's time.
much, but can't even see shadow. Come in here like you wanna see a show. Asking me about things I can't let go. Bury me, kiss me out into the dark and stormy sea. Bury me, kiss me out into the dark and stormy sea. Tell me something else. Tell me something else. Tell me something else. Tell me. Out here like a castaway. Feel like I've been led astray. I can tell the minutes to play. But I won't let you slip away. Oh, tell me something that I already know. Tell me something that I already know. Bury me, kiss me out into the dark and stormy sea. Bury me, kiss me out into the dark and stormy sea.
about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. Oh, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide?
Hello and welcome to the lower semi-finals. The match between the Apprentices and Fearless Delta. I'm cool. I'm joined by Jasper. The two intro mains.
They're the best intros in RSC. Welcome back tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing two powerhouse teams here, Fearless Delta and Apprentices. Now, I've already casted Apprentices once tonight, and I can tell you for a fact that watching them in that match, they were shambles of a team. But seeing Fearless Delta play with a sub and play with a prospect player, this is going to get very interesting. And I think it'll be a very close matchup. Let's have a look at the team stats now.
Um,
Oh.
there is no stats on playoffs. However, I have an opposing view as the Apprentices looked really good in that lower quarterfinals match they have just played.
Oh,
So-
well, it'll be interesting indeed.
I mean, Fearless Delta going to 5 against their opposition in the last set of matches and obviously coming out in the victory. However, they are playing with a sub, or they did play with a sub. Whether they are continuing to, it's a mystery.
Well, I think that even if they are, they have a good shot because they're playing with that sub and they're getting the experience with the sub, and the sub is learning a long time. So hopefully they step up to the podium and they win this game against a team that is going to be a strong opponent. But just a little prediction, I think that Fearless will take this 3-2.
Oh, well, in my last one, I predicted a sweep to the opposition, and it turns out that Apprentices ended up sweeping. So I'm going to do the same. I think Fearless Delta is going to sweep. And I'm not trying to curse them in the slightest.
Oh, well, the caster curse is normally really real in RSC, so I think that will be a very interesting fact. Match 1 here, Manfield Knight, one of my personal favourite maps here, but I don't know if we are just ready to get into it yet, as I don't know if every player is in the lobby.
I believe we're missing the Fearless Delta team as of this moment, so we will wait for them to join, but
We will indeed wait for them to join.
some talking points. Phoenix, probably one of the best defenders that Challenger's ever seen, in my personal opinion. Very solid in that last game from him.
Well, from what I saw in my series, the player that stood out to me the most was actually, well, it was a mix between and Mock and Phoenix. They had some really good link-up plays, but I feel that we are about to be ready to go. Both teams are in, and I'll just see if they are ready to start this series here. Just one little talking point as the players join up for this game. Yeast, the winner of Academy ERS, will he show a good feat of a performance and show himself why he is the winner of last season as we start game 1?
Yeah, kick off. Going in favour of Apprentices. He's putting on some pressure nice and early, drops down in front of the net. We'll try and get the shot, unable to do so. Power gets a touchdown. Toby's going to send it off the back, but the Power's sending it all the way back into their own corner. Toby got to try and make a touch, but Mock is there first. Good demo from him into the middle. Yeast with the shot, and Phoenix does hit a good 50 to help recover for his team.
MX Power then trying to get a touch off to the corner, unable to do so here as the ball floats down the middle. Potato Boy getting a lovely clear straight to MX Power's car. What's he going to do? Mock's trying to go for a demo, unsuccessful. He goes for a bit of a solo play, not knowing that there's people in the middle. Probably a miscommunication in comms here. This team is looking, both teams are looking strong out the bat. No goal yet, as we are still in the first minute of this game. Yeast is trying to put some pressure on into the corner, but Toby gets a lovely clear. Potato Boy with a shot and it hits the post. It was a lovely attempt, but it just doesn't their cohesiveness was not there, and they were not able to score the goal. MX there, stuck on the wall a bit there, going for 50 against Yeast, unable to do so. This net is wide open. Will not be there to capitalise. No, he was too slow to the ball, and he was not able to get the goal here. We are 3.5 minutes in, and cool, this game is already the closest I think I've seen this playoff series.
Yeah, I mean, it's back and forth constantly. I mean, Apprentices having a bit of an advantage in this one at this moment in time, as Mock does get a good 50 Potato Boy. Toby will be there first, and it is going to send it straight back. Shot, but Yeast does make a good touch on that. Mock unable to get a nice play out into the middle. Potato Boy going to put up some pressure, but Phoenix, good touch from him. Toby off onto the backboard, and Yeast will get a touch. Power sends it up nice and high onto the backboard. Mock is going to clear this out. Gets a dunk on Toby. Phoenix sends it up high. Power. Going to try and clear, unable to get the touch. Should be able to get a touch here. Gets it over 1. And Mock there for a 50 off to the side. It's getting awkward touchdown into the middle, but good 50. Keeping up the pressure in the midfield. Yeast tries to get on, but Toby, really nice save from him.
It's a very nice save there. Phoenix trying to push that ball up the field, getting a nice touch there. Potato being there, but he gets faked out. Toby, luckily being there, gets a double touch, trying to go down the left side of the field, unable to continue his chariot march as the ball drops to the middle. Nobody being there. Phoenix with a lovely save, as you said in your talking points. Phoenix being a massive saviour, being a really good defender. Mock going up in the air. Will he solo play it? Will he go for a flip reset? No, he tries to bang it down as it goes to the goal, but it does not happen. This now goes down to the middle here as Yeast goes for a bit of a solo play here, not getting a touch he wants. Mock faking the ball, but Toby, knowing that that fake is coming out, he reads it quite nicely here. Power tries to go for the middle touch. He does get it. Nobody's in the middle though. That could have been a free goal. Nobody was on the net. Potato Boy taking 100 boost for himself here. Looking around. Power missing. Power. Oh, the entire team missed the ball. That is quite dangerous, as the side of Apprentice are known to be quite clinical. Phoenix going for the ball down to the middle. Gets a nice bounce off the corner. Not able to capitalise. No boost as a shot goes out from Mock. But it's a lovely save from Potato. Oh my god, we are heading into our last minute and it's still a stalemate. This is not expected at all here. This is going to be a really close lineup as we head into the last minute. The wire is on and cool. Who do you think is going to take this game?
Oh, it could really go either way at this rate. Potato Boy tries to get a shot on target with Phoenix, obviously. As my talking point said, one of the best defenders in Challenger, in my personal opinion. Yeast is going to push this up, then it comes out from Power. Potato is going to try and take this out nice and slow. Yeast will send it high. Mock up, nice and quick, sends it up onto the backboard. Potato Boy just going to take this nice and slowly down. Does get 50'd. Going to try and get a touch. He sends it back into their own corner. That's not good if you want to maintain pressure. Pass into middle, but Phoenix once again covering them at the back. Toby sends it high. Power's just going to hit onto the backboard. Mock going to have a nice clear out. Potato Boy waiting for him. Yeast can't quite make a touch on that, but Phoenix will do as he should. Toby is going to be able to try and get a shot. Unable to do anything with no boost though. It looks like Apprentices want this game to die. Oh my god.
Oh. Coming into the last seconds of this game and the ball drops for overtime. It's a coveted overtime to be in for game one. That's not what you want realistically. You kind of want the first game to go in your way, but this is not the case here as Yeast goes to drive this ball down the field, tries to get a dunk on Power, but he's not able to do so. Mock being there here, trying to get another dunk, but still the same, unable to do so. Toby driving this ball over the field. Yeast with a lovely clear. Power will be there though. The ball goes into no man's land as Phoenix grabs a nice clear. Toby sends it to the middle. Potato Boy there. Yeast is stuck in defense all alone. His boost is still wavering here. These guys are so amazing as we head nearly into our first minute of overtime here. Power gets bumped and that's a shot from Phoenix, and Phoenix takes the goal. That is your game one winner. Phoenix hit, what a shot, a lovely show of power, just getting it over Toby's head as he was unable to do anything.
Oh, as Axos would say, he's done the most. And the Phoenix closing out that game for the apprentices, getting the MVP as well. As would say, doing the most.
He has done the most there. Looking at these stats here, the field was quite 50-50, almost 56% in the favour of Forg. But Phoenix here, as you've said and as Axos says, he's doing the most. He has showed his incredible feat in defence, in offence. He is doing so much for this team. And he's quite the reason why they're still alive in this run, I think. But we have to talk about Delta 2. They had a good try. They tried their best. They kept it neutral for so long in this game. They only had 2 saves with the 5 shots. They're both equal on that. And I'm quite excited to get into the rest of this series because it looks like it's going to be an exciting one. We are not wasting any time here as teams are getting right into game 2 on the Forbidden Temple. What a beautiful map.
We'll have to wait a little bit while Mock gets back into the game. As he's back, we will be able to get started on the second game and see if apprentices can continue their streak.
We'll have to see if they can do just that as we head into this game. 5 minutes on the clock. It's a new, and it's already a goal. Yeast with a beautiful kickoff. That's not a mistake you want to see from Delta side. They held on so long in that first series and it's now just gone and trickled to be a free goal. 4 minutes 57 still on the clock. And this game is going to be a long one, it seems, as Yeast's kickoffs are on point. As soon as I say that, the caster curse, and it's 1-1! What an equaliser! So much more action than the last game.
It would be hard not to have as much action. 2 very sloppy goals that realistically at this level shouldn't be happening. But nerves and nerves, and that's what happens sometimes. It is unfortunate, but they just have to move on. Phoenix not making the same mistake, and we'll get a nice kickoff. Mock, on the other hand, bit of nerves, bumps Yeast out the way.
Yeah, the nerves must be real here. This is, as you would say, the no-life zone, the lower bracket, the hardest place to be. You know if you lose this game, it's do or die, and you will go out if you lose. It's quite unfortunate with that, though, because a lot of these teams deserve their chances. Well, we know that apprentices did have their chance, and they chalked it quite badly. Hit a lovely double touch from Potato there. We are seeing the ball flying to each corner of the game. Back and forth is what you want to see. Yeast gets demoed by Potato Boy. Definitely not what he meant to do. That I think he was going for Mock, but Yeast is a good, worthy sacrifice. The ball floats to middle. Nobody's there. Phoenix trying to keep the pressure up with Yeast not going high enough there. This ball is back in no man's land as Potato Boy tries to do his best with it. Potato Boy sends it backwards. That's not what you want to do because Phoenix is there. Phoenix hits the crossbar. Mock will be there. What a save from Toby. Yeast is there. And it's a save from Potato Boy. What a beat of saviours from the team. Is this going to be a counter-attack? No, it will not be. 3.5 minutes on the clock. Cool. What did you think of that sequence of play?
It's outstanding, and just as outstanding as Phoenix's shot there, as he makes it 2-1. Realistically, there probably should have been a goal somewhere there, but the defensive efforts of Delta was incredible, and the attempt at a counter-attack, all to be thwarted in that one moment as Phoenix sends it into the top left-hand corner.
Phoenix did really well there, as you said. He's so good at just making these attacks happen. He is their passing, he is their playmaker, he is their MVP at the moment. Mock gets a nice touch there. Yeast getting there to read it. Mock staying on this ball as they go down the midfield. Mock's trying to solo play it, trying to be a little ones-man. I know he's a ones-man, so hoping to see a ones-play. Phoenix with a lovely shot! Phoenix! You are carrying your team, my good sir.
Doing the most. Up like a Phoenix, strikes down like a Phoenix. Beautiful goal from the big man.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. You've summed that up perfectly there. I don't know if that was in on its own though. That looked like there was a bit of interference from Potato Boy trying to get a bit of a save. But it just went in the net, unfortunately. Toby's trying to keep them alive in this situation here. They're not wanting to drop another goal. They must have lost a little bit of confidence from that first game as they are playing much more defensively. Mock had a free shot and Mock whiffs. That's not surprising, really. I'm only joking. But Yeast there going on for an attack. Toby trying to get it clear from the corner, but Yeast is still there. Phoenix with a lovely shot. What a passing play! Oh my god, this is what you'd expect from a team who placed third in their conference. What a play!
You have to give you so much credit there, especially from me as a second man. I love that type of play. The infield pass, the speed, the power of the shot, everything was just perfect. Once again, Phoenix sends it up nice and high as Mock onto the back with the power. Makes a good touch. It's going to be a hard comeback in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they use the timeout after this, but it is 4-1 with 2 minutes left. It's not impossible, but it will be hard.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's not impossible, but it is incredibly hard. Yeast going for a double touch. He gets it. What a double touch, Yeast! Oh my god, the setup was there. The setup was perfect. Oh my god, somebody clip that.
They are untouchable in this game. It looked a bit ropey at the start with the 2 kickoff goals, but oh my god, they have been untouchable since. Mark, we'll drop this down into the middle. Yeast is going to send this up high. It's going to be a bit awkward. Drops down. Here's backward side with Potato Boy. We'll clear this. Mox. Well, Mock will get a touch off to the side. Tries to get the double. Unable to do so. Power with the shot. Phoenix. Once again, defensive carry of the team. Yeast will send this upfield. Potato Boy. Awkward touch. Mock going to hit it high. Will Phoenix go up for this? Not quite. Potato Boy. Get a touch off to the side. Phoenix tries to send this into the middle. Yeast bombing in, unable to get to it. Toby will try and get this cleared out.
Oh, it was a bit of a nearly. It was nearly a goal there. Potato Boy trying to do what he can, but he just overextends himself slightly going for that ball, and Toby misses. This is not looking good, as it's 6-1. It's looking to be a Brazil here from Apprentices. They are unstoppable. They swept their game before. They might just well sweep again. And I have to agree with what you said earlier. Delta, they might have to use their timeout here just to see if something can change and see if something can be swayed. And that's a dead ball. And it's now the Brazil territory.
Oh, this duo link-up between Phoenix and Yeast has been unstoppable in this game. Potato Boy just backs out of his cheat and he leaves it now open for Yeast to just bomb a shot at. This duo have been destroying this Delta side.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Delta are getting ripped a new one, as you could say. They are getting destroyed. This could be the end of their run, and it's another one. Has hit the crossbar. Oh my god, isn't that unfortunate? And that could have been a goal. That could have been a horrible equalizer.
No, they're doing it for the Brazil. They're doing it for the Brazil.
Yeah, you are correct there. Oh no, they're not, because Phoenix has just scored a goal.
I guess Mock's just bad then. Can't really say much else about it. That was awful. But Phoenix continuing to edge their lead further and further ahead. If they stood a chance at 4-1, they definitely don't stand a chance anymore.
Yeah, no chances are being stood here. 30 seconds left. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is playoffs. Oh, Potato Boy's got a goal back. 8-2. But still, this is just constellation goals at this point. No matter how many of these have been scored, it won't mean anything but credit where credit's due. It was a lovely pass from Power. We head into the last 30 seconds here with Mock on a kickoff. Mock losing that kickoff, unsurprising. He's playing pretty bad as he gets the crossbar. We've seen that. We are heading into 15 seconds left. Phoenix with a pinch, but just doesn't go his way. The ball drops to the middle. Yeast banging that ball up. It bounces off the ceiling quite nicely. Yeast here goes for the middle. Mock not being able to get that fast enough. Potato Boy. It is in the 0 seconds zone. Can we see another goal? Mock has just ruined the chance of another goal, sadly.
I mean, while they could not have got the Brazil, they have in fact got the Barca, and they have asked for a 2-minute timeout.
Oh, have they?
They have
A
indeed.
2-minute timeout has been called. Let me just get a timer up so that I can keep track of that. Never mind, that's not my job apparently. But this is a 2-minute timeout. They're going to have to think, what can they do better? How can they perform better? Because right now, it's not on. The way they're playing is not good enough. But credit to them, they are playing with a sub and a prospect, I think. I don't know about that anymore, but it's not looking up to fulfill this Delta side. They are playing with a sub. Thank you, my good streamer in my ear telling me this. But it's not looking good. It's not looking well. Cool. What do you have to say about these two games so far?
I mean, you have to look at that duo of Phoenix and Yeast. 700 points each, both getting 4 goals. Mock getting the assists, but not really looking like he's doing too much in the game. And we're on for it. But I won't say it, just to make sure I don't curse the fact that of a potential upset here.
We don't want a potential upset here. Well, I mean, I'm all for upsets personally. This could be a really good reverse sweep, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the case here. This 2-minute timeout has to do something big for them. And if it doesn't, then that's not going to be good, I think.
Well, it's definitely interesting. This could go either way, really. I mean, the 2-minute timeout, how will they mentally reset from this? It's just... you've got to balance it up, and it could go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way. That's time is up now in this. This is going to be game 3. Double match point for the side of Apprentices. They have it all on the line. They have 2 games of a free chance here. The kickoff going quite nicely in favour. And it's an early shot, but Yeast is no stranger to those. And it's an easy save. Getting baited out a bit. But Phoenix soaring in from the side to get an easy save here. Yeast with an early shot, but Toby's going to be there to get the save quite early off the bat quite nicely. A nice little double touch there as Mock gets a bit of a whiffy touch into the middle, getting cleared quite easily. Phoenix and Yeast in the corner, I don't know what they're up to, but they are certainly having a bad time trying to get their opportunities out. That's a bit of a mistouch from Mock again as he tries to get a ball out. We are still stalemated in this series. Oh! As soon as I say it, a little bit of a curse. Power with an early goal.
Oh, this is interesting. The 2-minute timeout seems to have worked. Delta looking strong, firing on all cylinders here. I mean, bringing it to 1 goal and it not being a kickoff goal. They're finding the form of the latter half of that second game they had. But Yeast will send this far. Potato Boy tries to touch it down, but Yeast will put it into the middle. It is awkward, nice and high low. Phoenix is there, gets a shot, bounce shot,
Ooh.
and it goes into the top left-hand corner. That is a real beauty from them.
Yeah, 100%. That was a real beautiful shot. Phoenix with a lovely bounce shot, Yeast with a pass, and it's just looking like it might be the same outcome. They had a goal in the third. They had a goal in the second game, and it's honestly not going to be too good if the same trend continues. Phoenix with a lovely touch. Yeast will be there, getting a 50 off against Potato Boy. Mock straight up in the air. Mock hits the post this time, not the crossbar. Phoenix with a little bit of a weird touch here, trying to keep them at constant pressure. Yeast faking the ball, as I would say. A nice little bump from Toby. This ball is in no man's land again. Yeast getting a really nice touch here. Power trying to get it. Gets a little 50 down. Toby will be there for it. Will Potato Boy be there? He will, but it's a lovely 50 and arguably a lovely save. Mock here going to be going for that ball, and Mock is too slow for the game. And Power will just speed by him and get a free goal.
I mean, this game is a lot more eventful than the last. It doesn't look like it will be that much of a runaway, each team having their chances, but Delta are looking better in this first minute and a half.
I mean, 100%. They're looking so much better. Cool, I agree with you here. They're doing so much better. They've got the 2 goals that they only managed to get in 4 minutes here, and they're looking to get another one because that's a bit of a mistouch from Mock. But it's a lovely save from Phoenix, the man who does it all. Another save. Mock this time getting the save as a lovely save. Yeast banging that ball downfield. 3 minutes left on this clock here, trying to get anything they can. They need to get a goal here in order if they want to stay in the competition here. At 50 there, keeping that ball at bay. Mock pushing that ball forward on the side. Yeast gets it out into the middle. Phoenix not expecting that, so he's not going to be able to get the best touch, but Mock is there. Mock clears the ball in the middle, gets a bump, gets another bump, but Power will be there to get the save. 2.5 minutes left. Do you think that this is a new reformed Fearless side? Do you think this is a new reformed Fearless side?
I mean, you kind of have to believe it is, but if we know anything about the apprentices, it's that they're inevitable. And look at this rate they go at the opponents here. I mean, that just should not have gone in. There's no other way to describe it. It just shouldn't have gone in. It's a complete whiff from Toby and Smock. Just finishing it.
Yeah, Mock just gets a nice little tap in and it goes in the net. That's not what you want to see here. After we just complimented them, the caster curse is real. I think we need to just shut our mouths and let these guys play. Oh my god, and Toby is the one to score there. 3-2, this game is back and forth, goal after goal.
Wouldn't have it any other way in the Challenger division.
No, you wouldn't have that any other way. That's what we love about this tit. It's so unpredictable. Phoenix here going for a touch down the field. He gets it quite nicely off the kickoff. Yeast trying to just get a clear into the middle here. Sees what he can do. Tries to get another 50, but it's a double commit. Not looking too good there as the ball's getting driven up the field. That could have been a goal because Phoenix missed, but Power didn't expect it. Toby is going to be there. Yeast missing the ball, so it's the fake. What are we going to see here? Potato Boy on the wall, doing a little bit of baiting, trying to get that ball downfield. It's a 50 from Mock. Tries to go out. Yeast just throws the ball away. Is that a free goal? Yeast, you need to put more power on them shots. Not Yeast, Mock, sorry. Yeast is doing quite well. But Mock needs to put more power on them shots. We've got 1.5 minutes and they are still lacking a goal here. And they're lacking 2.
You have to feel if your apprentices here. You went from playing so well, and now you're just throwing the ball away over and over again, and you're being punished every single time for it. I mean, Potato Boy with a fabulous shot, just absolutely punishing the apprentices for that mistake.
Yeah, the apprentices had a horrible mistake there. Oh my god. And apprentices serve right back with another shot. What a play from Yeast and Mock, the two that are notorious, known. 3-4 right now with 1 minute 18 on the timer. It's another Mock goal. This is a Mock goal. As we head into our next kickoff here. So many more kickoffs this game, but from both teams it seems. They're both putting in a stinter performance. Mock again to the backboard, but nobody's going to be there for it. Phoenix is taking it quite slowly now. He's being very careful here. This ball has just rotated into the middle. Mock getting a nice little pinch as Yeast gets a bit reset to try and play it back to Mock, but this goes right over his head. We have 50 seconds left and cool. This game is looking a lot closer. Do you think that Fearless have an edge over them now?
I think Fearless definitely have a chance, but 45 seconds is definitely time for an equaliser plus more. Potato Boy though will try and stop this. It's a bit awkward as Power sends it into the corner. He's going to try and drop this down into middle for his team. But Mock will try and clear this over. Yeast gets a bang for Potato Boy, positioning well far back and able to make a nice touch. Continuing to just go. Toby drops it down. Yeast is there, gets a good 50 with Power, sends it into his own corner. Mock picks up the scraps. He's going to try and take this over one. Unable to get it past anymore. Mock can't even make that touch, but Yeast has got to try and make something happen. Phoenix, they've got to try and keep this up. Boom. Up in the air. And that is not what you want to say.
No, that was a Mock whiff.
Yeah.
He's just sent that ball straight down, and there has been a timeout called by the apprentices. They're not happy about losing that game. 2-minute timeout for both teams now used here. This game was quite interesting, however. We had Mock at the top of the leaderboard for the first time this series here. 2 saves and 2 goals. Nice performance from him. But on the Delta side, they all put out a huge performance here. Each having at least a goal, an assist and a save. They are such an equal team here. And that's showing quite nicely, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you notice when Mock's doing the most, it's not as high scoring for apprentices, but you could see Phoenix kind of took a big step back in that one. So did Yeast. They just kind of removed their involvement in the play as much, and you could see that it just wasn't working out for them as it may have done in the previous game.
Yeah, no, they've definitely taken their foot off the gas a bit. They got too complacent, I think, with their 2-0 victory. We are just serving their timeout as we head into game 4. We are on Beckwith Park midnight. This map certainly sees a lot of upsets here, and hopefully it'll be another one.
I mean, my personal belief is one of the best maps in the game, so
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with you there.
yeah.
But my favourite map was just Sovereign Heights, the map they just played. Maybe it's a bit of a curse.
Yeah, I personally believe this is my favourite map by far. It's just everything about it's perfect. You've got no eggs, you've got darkness. I think I think I've got issues.
No, a lot of people like the darkness. The darker maps just have a nicer feel, and in my opinion, I think they boost the FPS a bit more here. But that's just down to my own belief. This map is beautiful, this game is beautiful, and the series we are watching is absolutely spectacular. And it's only going to get better from here.
Yep.
2 minutes is up, time is ready, and we head into game 4.
This one definitely be interesting. We'll see if the pressure will ramp back up from the apprentices. Smok gets a nice kick off, gets demoed off of it though. Yeast tries to put a shot on target, but Potato Boy will send this off. Phoenix tries to drop into middle. That's an awkward redirect. It's going to bounce nice and high. Yeast is up, tries to get the shot to the back post. Unable to get it though. Toby going to try and push this up. Goes for an ambitious musty, and Phoenix gets the save. But that is awkward for the apprentices.
That was a very ambitious attempt at a musty flick, but that's what we love to see. Challenger always has some great gems. He goes for a flip reset now. He's just trying to waste the time, honestly. He's trying to run this timer down a bit so that they can get a goal and get a little bit more complacent here. This game is certainly showing that confidence is key, and they have the confidence to go for these things. Therefore, it could be a different outlook in this series here. This ball gets pelted down the field from Power. Yeast up for the ball. They are playing so cohesive now. As soon as I say that, they double commit. Caster Curse at its finest here. Mock going for a touch down to middle. Yeast being there, and it's just in the net. What a snipe from you, Yeast.
I mean, Yeast coming out of nowhere just sneaks in past Toby and just sends it to the front post. Potato Boy's just like, where did he come from? Absolutely ridiculous from Yeast, and 1-0 lead after a minute, and Mock is just going to try and make this 2, but unable to do so.
Unable to do so. He goes for a bump, Yeast. He's getting very ambitious. Mock tries to go for a shot, but he is too slow there. Another shot comes out, but Yeast sees it perfectly, and just cuts off the boost. He misses that ball there, which could have put them 2 up, as Phoenix misses a ball, but it's unable to capitalize on. Now that is a huge mistake, and Delta will be kicking themselves. Phoenix just got a bump save now. Oh my god, what a play.
I'm not even sure what's going on. What is going on? Mock is gonna clear it out, and it is a 1v1 for him. As he leaves the boo behind, gets the bump, potential for a shot, but no one's there on the end of it. Power is just gonna send this up. Yeast pops it high into the middle. Potato Boy takes a shot, and Phoenix will send this into the corner. Potato Boy once again keeping the pressure nice and high. Power can't quite beat Phoenix there. Good 50 from him. Potato Boy Gonna try and mech out on everyone, but Yeast manages to clear it off to the side. Power does send it nice and high, and Mock will get the clearance out, but Toby waiting for him. Phoenix there, chance for a shot. Potato Boy manages to get the touch off to the side.
He manages to get that touch off to this side quite nicely. That ball is just straight in the middle, but Power is not letting up any time. He's not letting up any. He dodges a beautiful demo attempt from Yeast as he goes for his next victim, and he gets it, and it's another Mock goal. What a solo play from you, Mock. You are showing yourself as a very worthy player on this field. I know we've been dissing you a good amount here, but you are playing very well here. 2 minutes left, and it's 2-0 at the match point stage for Apprentice here. Fearless Delta need to find something. They need to find anything here if they want to try and clutch up and get a chance at staying in this bracket here. As it goes down, Phoenix misses. Phoenix whiffs as this game is now heading into its last 2 minutes here.
Looking good. Phoenix supposed to get up. Manages to beat Power off to the side. Potato Boy manages to send it nice and high. 2 minutes, about a minute and a half left now. Can't quite get it into the middle. Phoenix supposed to pop this off to the side. Yeast, past one. Just got to beat Potato Boy. Really awkward play from him, but Toby managing to cover for him. Phoenix pops into the middle. Mock manages to get a touch. Slows down the play just a bit. Yeast, bounce shot, nice and high. Toby will pop this off. And Mock with the whiff, but Phoenix is there for coverage. Bit of an overcommit, trying to reset. Mock will clear this all the way into the opposing corner. Toby, good 50, past two. Data Boy with a shot. Yeast is there though, manages to get the touch off to the side, will bounce nice and high. Help of a touch will make it more favourable for the Apprentices. Mock trying to take it carefully into the middle, but it is cleared into the opposing corner. As Yeast slow plays it, good 50. Phoenix. Yeast sends it out, and Mock will try and clear this. Goes for the double, very ambitious off of that.
Sometimes ambitiousness is what you need. Oh no! Max Power, what a save, but for the wrong team. That is unfortunate from you. You could have kept your team with a lurk, but that could be fail of the season here. That's something nobody wants to see, especially not in playoffs, and especially when the team that you've just saved for has got a goal off the counter-attack. It is safe to say that this game is over, and it's safe to say that your team that make it through to the next round is Apprentices.
If you thought the mental wasn't gone yet, it definitely is now. I thought that was surely a goal, and oh my god, that is brutal.
Indeed. Oh,
wow.
double drops. Wow, we are both speechless here. Oh my god, that was so unfortunate, and I do feel bad for that because that could have kept them in the game, but that must have just sent their mental off the rails as the game is now over. The series is over. Fearless Delta's run is now over.
It's unfortunate, but if you're an Apprentice fan, you can only be happy with that result. 3-0 in the final game, 3-1 in the series. Can't get much better than that.
Looking at the playoffs bracket now, Apprentices will be playing the loser of
Serene
What?
and Feather.
Serene
Yamato.
and Feather.
Yeah, Yamato and Feather. The loser
Right
of that.
now, it is 2-1 to Yamato in favor of Yamato. It's really good from them, but we have to congratulate Delta's run. They had a really good run, especially using their sub as well, a 3-0 sweep, beating Oracles 3-2, and then going down and losing to Apprentices. Now, you can't fault them. Apprentices are ones to win this thing, actually, which I think is very plausible watching them play and seeing how well they do.
Yeah. I mean, Apprentices look very good, and after that display, you kind of want them to continue going all the way. You just want to see that team do well because they are so entertaining to watch, yet so heartbreaking to watch at the same time.
Yeah, 100%. It was a very big upset for any Delta fans in the chat. But this has been the lower semi-finals. I have been Jasper and my co-caster was Cool. Thank you guys for watching and we'll see you soon.